Hi guys, welcome to another of our tutorial. So in this tutorial, I want to show you how to make sure that your website appear in ChatGPT search results. As you might already be aware, ChatGPT have just announced the launch of their ChatGPT search, which means that users can now actually search for something from the ChatGPT interface, and then they might also have a link to certain website. So what I want to show you in this tutorial is how to actually make sure that when somebody is searching, that your website actually stand a chance to appear in one of those search results. Okay, so if you go down to this announcement, you see a place where ChatGPT actually say that any website or publisher can choose to appear in ChatGPT search. If you like to get feedback, email at thisemail.com. So what I want to show you is how to actually step-by-step approach on how to actually do this, right? So the first thing you need to do is to make sure, or let me just go here and show you. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure that you submit your website to Bing Search Console. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show you that approach right here because it's beyond the scope of this tutorial. But just make sure you submit your website to Bing Search Console. The reason is because OpenAI, which is the maker of ChatGPT, is affiliated with Bing, which is owned by Microsoft. So most of their search will be actually crawled from this Bing Search Console. If you also go to their website, you will see where they say some of their searches leverages third-party providers. So what it means is that despite the fact that they are now a search engine, also they still depend on third-party search providers like Bing to actually make sure that they get the appropriate search for users. So whatever you're doing, you should also make sure that your website is submitted to Bing. You might also want to make sure that your website is submitted to Google Search Console too. If you Google online, you should be able to see how to do that, and it's a very simple process, right? Now, the next thing you want to do is to make sure that you use or the second approach is to use robots.txt file. Now, robots.txt file is a simple file that we use on websites to make sure that we control how crawlers like Google search crawlers, Bing search crawlers actually work with our website. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to actually do this right now, and what to actually put in the robots.txt file, which is something that is also being provided by OpenAI for us to use. The second approach is how to use plugins. If you're actually using WordPress website, you can actually do that very simply by actually using plugins. And that is the first approach that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I already have my website open right here. Now, if you've installed any of these plugins, maybe you installed YOAST SEO or Rank Math SEO, which is what I'm actually using here. They allow you to actually edit your robot.txt very easily. Okay, so for Rank Math SEO, so if you install the plugin, simply come where the plugin is showing on your WordPress panel right here. If you scroll down, you'll see Rank Math SEO. Then scroll down to General Settings, right? Once you get to General Settings, you should see the navigation menu right here, which allows you to edit robots.txt. Okay, so you can simply edit this and add the code that I'm going to show you right now. So what are you going to add here? Now, the first thing you want to add here is this code that you're seeing right here. Okay, as you can see, I simply use ChatGPT to make sure that it created this in a very presentable manner. However, the place I got it is also from this ChatGPT announcement, where they actually say that you can choose to like make your website to appear. Okay, so once you click on that link, you should be able to see this particular place, and you can see they have 3 user agents. So this is the first user agent. This is the most important one that allows the website to actually link, or the ChatGPT to actually be linked to your website. And then this chat user is what allows the search engine to crawl or use your website as a search result when the user is actually searching for something that might appear in your website, or for a result that your website might provide a quality content to satisfy that search query. So this is the second bot. Now the last one is the GPT bot. Now this GPT bot, the main function is to ensure that while ChatGPT is actually using your site to satisfy users' query, they don't use your site content to train their platform. So you might want to make sure that they don't use your site content to like train your platform. If you don't have any issue with that, then you shouldn't worry about that. But of course, if you don't want them to use your content, that is when you actually add this bot. Now, how do you implement this bot? You can simply just I'm simply going to copy this and paste, but I'm also going to drop it in the description of this video so I can actually just copy and paste yourself. Okay, so if you copy it and just take it to your website, this edit robot.txt and save it there. Okay, now these three things is showing. Now the first one you can see is user agent OAI-SearchBot. So this will allow search engine to actually crawl your website and use your website link. And then the second one is the ChatGPT-User, which will allow ChatGPT to make sure that when the user actually search for something that can appear on your website, they will release that. Why this one you can see is disallowed. What this means is that they should not use my website content to do whatever. So once you do that, just come down and save changes, and of course you've done that completely. Now the other method is using the robot.txt file in your website. Now this robot.txt file is simply what appears in, or is simply added, is a file that usually is added. In fact, every time it's added to the root directory of your website. So if you are not a developer, this might be kind of difficult for you. So all you have to do is to find where your this thing is. All you have to do is to find out where your root directory of your website is located, and then you create a file name, a text file. Okay, you can use maybe notepad, you can use whatever you want to use, and create a text file called robot.txt. So once you've created that file, open the file and paste the same code inside of the file. Okay, so just copy the same code and paste inside of the file. Once you've done that, save the file and then upload the file through any means that you want to upload to the root directory of your website, and you've done whatever, and you've done everything you're supposed to do. Remember that according to ChatGPT, this can for you to notice any significant changes, or for you to know if your search is now appearing. So as you can see, say for search result, please know that it can take 24 hours for the site robot.txt file to update on our system or to adjust on our system. Okay, now this is not an absolute approach, okay, for your website. It doesn't mean that once you do this, your website will instantly start appearing on search console. Of course, as of time of recording this video, the ChatGPT search is not yet available to everybody, so there is no way for you to know if your website has actually appeared even in the next 24 hours. But it's just an approach to make sure that you do this and get prepared for it, because this, we don't know if this will be like the main way of search in the next few years to come, and you want to make sure that you prepare your website properly and prepare for this traffic that can actually be generated from this source. Okay, that is everything I wanted to show you in this video. As you can see, it's very short. All of other details will be in the description, so you can check the description for some other details that I'll be sharing about this particular video. And finally, if you think this video was useful to you, please consider also subscribing, and that will encourage me to start posting more videos. Thank you, and see you in the next one.